Hey,
How you guys doing?
I'm Bacon Soda Armstrong.
Socrates?
I'm crusty.
He is. Today we're going to be talking about what's fucked up with America. We're also going to be getting extremely high in the process. If we offend you, you can piss off.
We're talking about ignorance.
Ignorance in America is tonight's topic.
And if you by any means feel offended by that,
You're probably ignorant.
you're probably one of them.
That's crust. What about take dabs?
I'm started.
Hey.
Butane hash oil from Northern California, Humboldt County to be exact.
Dang.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it actually is actual county. I didn't know that either until we started picking up actually. I was like, fuck. I mean, fuck, man. Apparently, it's like on the opposite side of the globe as the Hindu Kush Mountains.
Yep.
Is what I heard.
But who fucking knows, right?
Yeah, but now, enough with that. Well, get started.
So, the first thing that I really have to kind of say that goes hand in hand with ignorance in America is that as a society, America only moves as slow as its stupidest person. I'm a firm believer and we should be able to do what the fuck we want to do, right? But because fucking Sarah, I believe that we should all be able to drive as fast as we want. But because Sarah fucking ran over somebody, now we fucking can't. Like, way to fucking go. Like, I believe that we should be able to do tons of fucking drugs. But because John overdosed and fucking ate someone's dick off, like, now I'm not able to do a bunch of drugs. Which might be a good thing, but it might not be. So I feel like we only progress as a society as our stupidest person. Like, I believe that stupidity in America usually comes from, like, how the government portrays and kind of classifies lower class people. Because you don't really see too many rich people doing stupid shit.
Comes from the social construct and social media.
Absolutely.
In the past 15, 20 years, this country has in the fact that we have such power to be able to, bash this and hate on this and call people this and advocate complete and utter horseshit, and then in person when you confront somebody about that, well, wait, there is no confronting because we all believe that we're all protected behind the computer screen and not in actual, not connected to the people.
Exactly. Like, I feel like nowadays there's a lot of cyber gangster going on. Like,
There's a
everyone
lot of that.
everyone wants to try to be like a tough guy behind the fucking computer, and when it comes down to it, like, really kind of no one does shit about anything. And it's just kind of funny because, like, those are the people that really make society as like pure stupid. Like, that's like stupidity at its purest form is those kind of people. Because, like, those kind of people literally don't do a fucking thing with themselves. Like, they're just in the same fucking loop every day. And I feel like America's like that in general. Like, we're stuck in a fucking loop.
Yeah.
Like, we're $12 trillion in debt as a nation. You understand? So it's like, we really have no fucking room to do anything. Like, we don't have any room to do shit that's gonna make, like, a bunch of money to get the economy out of such a shitful slump.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
no one's gonna give us money because we literally owe money to, like, everyone. Like, China owns us. Like, on the real, China owns us.
Essentially, they do. We're in debt so far with them that they can just say, hey, this is enough. You need to do this or else we're doing this to you.
Yeah, because of stupid fucking
they
people.
can pose a full-on threat.
Because
And
of
we can
stupid
do nothing
people.
about it because we owe them so much money. They essentially own us at this point.
Yeah.
What essentially started that, it was in the 80s, Reaganomics, and it said free trade, free immigration, which means that people don't have to pay anything to come into this country. They live tax-free for 7 years, start a business off of government-funded money that comes out of our pockets, and then what they do is after their 7 years are up, they move back to their country and have their cousins, brothers, uncles, sisters, mothers, fathers, whoever the fuck, come over and take care of their business so that their business stays tax-free, and we're paying for their business to do nothing
But just collect money for
essentially
them.
collect a check. They collect welfare checks. They collect food stamps, free medical assistance. All of these things are paid for from the American people that have been living here their whole lives. And it's easier for them to find a job than it is a white American. I'm 18 and I only had one job that gave me 15 hours barely a week. I don't make more than 120 a week. And then I'm sitting here looking at some foreigner who's running a gas station making literally hundreds of thousands a year because he's not paying taxes. He's not, yeah, of course he's documented, but at the same time, I should be entitled to have the money and the access to run my own business and make hundreds of thousands while they have the job that I have. I feel like it's not fair that these people can come in, rape our country, destroy our social construct, and then leave and pass it off to the family and come back 7 years later and start the same cycle.
But honestly, not to cut you off, but honestly, it goes both ways though, because we do that to other countries. Like we literally do the same shit to other countries. No, but we don't like go there and start businesses. We'll go there and we'll ask them for something, and if we say no, then as a nation we declare war. Perfect example: Syria. The U.S.
That's not entirely true. That may be a motive, but that's not entirely true. We have created so many laws and so many programs like NATO or the United Nations to where we literally set boundaries in every other country's lives but our own.
Yeah.
We have some of the highest homeless rates, some of the highest unemployment rates, some of the highest taxes. Inflation is fucking nuts.
Why do you think that is?
Cost of living is going
But
up.
why
and
do you
the
think
paychecks
that
are
is?
Living
going
is
up.
ridiculous. I can't find an apartment, one building, like one bedroom apartment for less than $600. But then these people come in
Even
because
not
they
a very good area too.
Yeah, but these people, they come in and because they don't have to pay taxes, they're getting
They're getting
two
government
bedrooms for the same
government
price of paying
grants.
one. Like
And they're only paying out of pocket $50 per month.
their living is paid for. Why is my living not paid for? And if I were to go into another country and do that, I'd have to pay taxes up the ass. I would have to pay for residency.
You have to
I'd
pay
have to
foreign
pay
taxes.
For
you have
foreign
to pay
taxes, I
all
would
of
have
it.
to pay for everything. My U.S. dollar in 2014 is worth literally shit anywhere else. Anywhere else. Because our currency and what we stand for is seen as a joke from everybody else. Because essentially what it comes down to is we're spending billions of dollars, even since the 80s, funding guerrilla warfare in Nicaragua, funding overthrowings of governments in Costa Rica, in Central America in general.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Cuba.
Essentially, what
Literally-
it is just an ignorant runoff of just extreme power.
But listen, but then people wonder why we're 12 trillion in debt when we do all that kind of shit. America has an issue with getting involved in business that we literally have no business being in the first fucking
Yeah.
place. Like the whole thing with Malaysia and Ukraine. When the fucking plane went down,
That was
immediately
us and
America...
Italy over there.
but immediately America jumped on Ukraine's ass, and now we're going to war with Malaysia because why? Because we got involved in something that had nothing to fucking do with us. And America, that's our fucking issue.
Yeah,
that's
no,
why,
no,
like,
no.
that's why so many troops, like, honestly, like, just don't even, like, I have a cousin. He doesn't even want to be a troop anymore because it's literally not even fighting for our freedom anymore. You're fighting for another nation's fucking freedom.
Literally, when that plane went down in Malaysia, nobody knew where it went. Nobody knew what happened to anybody.
Nobody knew shit.
We were literally the first people to help fund a search and rescue for people who didn't even belong to our own country.
And now look, we're in a war
And
because
now
of it.
look,
We're in a war
we're
because of
in
it.
not a war. We are in a disagreement between
Bro.
what people want. The Malaysian people don't want us to help them. It's their own plane, their people. But of course, America's got to shove their foot in a hunk of cheese up everybody's asses because that's what
It's
we're good at.
It's
unnecessary.
because America as a superpower is just